Welcome, Winsome Ones. My name is Heather, and today we are continuing with the book review of How to Break Up with Fast Fashion. Today we are looking at part 3, The Rebound, and I've broken this into 2 parts. So today is part 1 of part 3, The Rebound, part 1. So in today's video, I am going to be wearing vintage items. So these are all clothing as well as shoes, accessories that I have bought pre-loved, either from consignment stores, The RealReal, or from op shops, just to be able to show how you can actually be fashionable and look after the environment at the same time and to be sustainable. Retrain ourselves about shopping. We can assume the role of being responsible gatekeepers to our wardrobe, selectively guarding the right of clothes to occupy valuable wardrobe real estate. Clothes never go away, so we don't have to panic buy. The Chrome extension Karma is a great tool for getting affordable items. It provides a methodical approach to selecting items. The shops are there to serve us and provide us with the items we want. Yet when we are on the fashion treadmill, we can become slaves to the shops. If you shop, try to minimize the damage. Try to find it secondhand. Find a cheaper, more sustainable alternative. If you do, this is confirmation that fashion is cyclical. Find a more classic item that is trend adjacent and that suits your personal style. For example, if leopard print is on trend, find a snake print. It gives a nod to the trend, but it's a classic and more likely to last. You need nerves of steel to swim upstream and resist the urge of wearing what everyone else is wearing. Fashion is persuasive. Confirmation bias, it only feels like everyone else is wearing it. Lauren Bravo's mum's golden rule: before you buy something, you must name 3 different items you already own that will go with it. Identify the role this new purchase will play in your life before it comes home with you. It's empowering to have filters. Remember that the clothes are there to make us look good. We are the star and we dress to express ourselves. When shopping, focus on the gaps in your wardrobe. Keep a list on your phone. I often like the same type of item, but if I see something similar, I will forego it and tell myself that the new item will compete with it, and I still need to get the cost per wear down of the existing item. Have a one in, one out policy. Be the gatekeeper of your wardrobe. A new tenant means an existing one is evicted. Play hypotheticals. If something went wrong and I couldn't get it, would I be devastated? Examine the workmanship, construction, seams, fabric composition. Only buy quality clothing. Consider the long-term commitment and only bring items home you want to care for or responsibly hand over. Vague statements by brands are a red flag it is not meeting its sustainability targets. The Fashion Transparency Index, FTI, ranks brands in 5 key areas. The Good On You directory has a 5-point system, and these are: 1. Policy and commitments; 2. Governance; 3. Traceability; 4. Know, show and fix; and 5. Spotlight issues. It's easy to talk the talk and harder to walk the walk. As consumers, we need to demand transparency from brands. We need details of supply chains, factories, where they are sourcing their fabrics and materials, production methods, working conditions and pay scales, compliance and regulations. The hashtag #WhoMadeMyClothes is a really good one. Fashion Revolution email template for workers and farmers to volunteer information if brands don't. Fast fashion is not synonymous with the high street and vice versa. The fashion industry has to comply with current social, environmental, and economic standards and not take us, the consumers, their customers, for granted. But there are still a lot of sack dresses. I am so glad that Lauren addressed the elephant in the room. Yes, I do want to reduce my fashion carbon footprint, but I do not want to sacrifice my style to do so. I am largely unimpressed by the style of so-called ethical fashion. I do not want to be relegated to wearing shapeless clothes in neutral shades. That's why I buy vintage. I dress for style, not for the purpose of being ethical. There, I said it. If something has to suffer, it will be ethics, not style. I do not want to conform to any narrow stereotype. I honestly don't believe my style has to suffer in order to be ethical. Having said that, I do have standards. My standards exclude a lot of fast fashion items. Lauren regales in so many hilarious similes describing the archetypal ethical fashion that is the reason why so many of us who value style don't participate. This book was written pre-COVID lockdown and the devastation that none of us saw coming. Shop ethical brands into Google and you will be directed to online boutiques that only stock ethical brands. They aggregate on one site. Sustainable fashion is both elitist and exclusive. Clothes need to be durable and made to last. The 30-year sweatshirt. Manufacturers who guarantee the longevity of their products return used and worn clothes to the manufacturer who will recycle them. Smarter uniforms, second-hand school uniforms. I include a list of ethical brands she suggested below. To be honest, none of them are my style. I have looked at all the websites and I have the details listed below. Continuing with the theme of the book, none of them got past the first date. None of them are for me, but they may be for you. Let me know how you go. If it becomes a serious relationship, please invite me to the wedding. Pinatex is a vegan alternative to leather made from pineapple leaves. It is biodegradable, sustainable, and waste reducing. Econol is used to make swimwear. It is made from regenerated nylon sourced from fishing nets and industrial plastic found in the ocean. It can be indefinitely, continually recycled. Hemp is made from the leaves of marijuana plants. It is sustainable and consumes few resources. Tencel is the trademark name for lyocell or modal. It is made from wood pulp. It is similar to viscose but sustainable and made in a closed-loop process. It uses less water and the product quality is superior. Cupro is a vegan alternative to silk made from cellulose cotton fibre in a closed-loop process. It is biodegradable, recyclable, and machine washable. In the cutaways, I am wearing a shirt made by Country Road out of Tencel that I got from a consignment store. I am also wearing a pair of pants, trousers, made from Cupro that I got from Chic. I can honestly say both fabrics are of exceptional quality. The fibres are breathable, lightweight, flow beautifully, and are comfortable. Special occasion rental services provide a range of clothing for an affordable price and with sustainability in mind. Unionisation, organisation, and relinquishing the need to buy new each time we go somewhere nice. Subscription services send regular delivery of clothes for a month like a clothing library, but you pay a subscription fee. I have to be honest, this is not my vibe, but I am just the messenger. I agree with it in principle, but not in practice. Some examples are Carolyn Key's dress design, Girl Meets Dress, Rent the Runway, Op Rent, Front Row, Wear the Walk, Newly, On Loan, Her, Leeds Community Clothes Exchange, The Big Clothes Switch. Another concept is to timeshare a garment with a friend. I've tried it and it doesn't work, but once again, great concept in principle. These are all inventive business models. So that brings us to the end of the first part of part 3, the rebound. And I do hope that you will join me next week, and we're going to be concluding this entire book review with the second part of the rebound. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.